Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bite-Size Investments, and thank you for joining us at our course, the Financial Freedom Through Real Estate course. In short, it's spelled as FFRE, free. It is the free course that helps you achieve financial freedom.
To many people, it is a dream to achieve financial freedom through real estate, where you can quit your job, do the things you love, while collecting rent income every single month. However, we understand that there are 1001 challenges that you could face, like properties being too expensive in your country, or high taxes to buy multiple properties, and the rising interest rates, and so on. We are from Singapore, and we face very similar challenges trying to chart our path towards financial freedom. And that's why we took our sights outside of Singapore to find where in the world could command strong rent demand, high capital appreciation, and of course, positive cash flow properties, such that we could quit our jobs, retire early, and live off our rental passive income.
So what is positive cash flow? It is when you have rent more than your monthly mortgages and or other operating expenses. After paying this off, whatever that's left goes into your pocket, and you can use this to pay for your daily expenses. When you have multiple properties generating positive cash flow, you can achieve financial freedom.
So what is the meaning of financial freedom? You may have heard this term being used multiple times very loosely across all sorts of investment seminars. So let's be really clear on what it means. The official definition of financial freedom is when you have enough income, savings, or investments to fund your daily expenses such that you do not need to rely on active employment or work. So if somebody tells you that the property they are living in has appreciated by, say, $1 million and claims that they have reached financial freedom, that is technically not correct. Because just think about it. Does the property that they are living in pay them and allow them to quit their active employment? If it does not, then that is not financial freedom. So we want you to be really clear of this concept, because the purpose of this course is to teach you how to be a cash flow property investor, to collect cash flowing rental properties such that you can quit your job and achieve true financial freedom. Okay, let's get started. To get everybody warmed up, let's take a look at some photos of some of our properties. This is the inside of one of our houses in the US. It is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. This is the living room, super spacious. The flooring is all new, the paint is all new. This is how the kitchen looks like, very spacious, right? The cabinets are new as well. And here are more pictures of one of the bedrooms and the bathroom. So how would you like to own a beautiful house like this that is not only beautiful in looks, but also beautiful in making money? Can you guess how much we spent to buy and renovate this 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom landed house? Most of our friends guess around $500,000. Well, here's the thing. We bought it and renovated it for only $95,000. And that is not the down payment. That is the full 100% purchase and renovation cost.
No way!
This house is freehold, landed, and it is in a bustling city with a growing population and a famous university in the United States. Isn't that a steal? Plus, this property is rented out at $1,475 a month. Every month, we have to pay mortgage, property tax, and insurance, coming up to about $700, and adding on other operating expenses, including your property management fees, your repair buffers, that comes up to another $225. So in total, this property still leaves a net cash flow of about $550 in our banks every single month. This is called cash flow that we keep every month that can be used to pay for our daily expenses. And that is really a mindset shift for so many of us. In Singapore, property prices are so high that they incur very high mortgage payments. The rent cannot even cover the mortgage payment, let alone other expenses like your property taxes. This means that every single month, you have to fork out money to pay the property instead of the property paying you. This is called negative cash flow. And you cannot retire early on negative cash flow properties because you need to keep working to earn income to pay the property every single month. Now, let's review the best part. Now, some of you may be thinking, oh, $95,000, that's really cheap to buy a property, but it's still a lot of money. I still don't have this amount of money. Can you guess how much money we have left invested inside this property? Note that this is a real life example. It is not hypothetical. Okay, ready? Drum roll. We have left invested inside this property $0. Okay, hold your horses. Don't jump to conclusions, all right? You're probably thinking, oh, you must be using other people's money, back, borrow, steal the full cost from somebody. No. There is a very powerful strategy used by several property investors in the US for decades. It is well known in the US. It is also used by big names like Robert Kiyosaki. It is just not known to people outside of the US So what we have been doing since 2018 was to figure out how to execute this strategy from outside the US as a foreigner. And using this strategy, this is how we scaled our portfolio in a few years with little to no money down. You want to know what this strategy is? We will reveal it at the end of this course. So stick around, save the best for the last, right? Okay, let's look at some more photos. Take a look at this super big landed house. This house has 6 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and 2 garages. This is how the kitchen looks like. Again, brand new flooring, brand new paint. Everything has been refreshed. This is the living room and the staircase to the upstairs. This is how the toilet looks like. There are 2 sinks in the toilet. And this is the backyard. It is super huge, alright? All this land is part of the house. You can do barbecue, playground, swimming pool, vegetable garden, whatever you dream of in this yard. Okay, can you guess again how much this property costs? We bought this in 2022 for $350,000. Again, this is the full 100% purchase price, not the down payment. This property is being rented out at $3,245 a month. That works out to over 11% gross rental yield. Let's compare it to Singapore. In Singapore, a condo that costs over $1 million also rents for about $3,000 a month. So in the US, we can get the same rent for a fraction of the price. Can you guess again how much money we had to take out of our pockets to buy this 6-bedroom landed house in the US? Are you excited yet? Our friends always ask us about this. We talked about it many times, but we still get very excited every time we share about this. In 2020, we bought our first property, and using this strategy, by 2024, we have 18 rental properties and we quit our job. The more cash flowing rental properties you buy, the closer you get to financial freedom. So I promise we are going to share this strategy at the end of the course, so stick around to the end to find out. First, I need to ask you a very important question. Why are you here? What made you willing to sit through our financial freedom through real estate course? Is it because you want to retire early? Because you want to hedge inflation? Because you want to build a portfolio of assets for your future generation? Why? If you want to make more money, why? Is it because you have a goal to travel to 100 countries? Is it because you want to quit your job and spend time with your kids? Your why is very important. I don't want you to be here listening to us ramble on and let the information go in one year and out the other year. Our purpose here is to give you the value and motivation to break your status quo and take that next step to your why. So write down, think about it, write down your why on a paper or on your phone and paste it somewhere that is going to haunt you every single day to motivate you to take action towards your own goal in life. It wasn't easy for us to navigate the ropes of investing in US properties all the way from Singapore, but it was because of our very strong why that we made it happen, which we will share with you in a very short while. So why not a short introduction of who we are?
I'm Han and this is Tracy. We are Singaporeans living in Singapore. We used to work in an office job for over 10 years, and I won't call it 9 to 5. It was more like 9 to 9 because there was always so much work to do and bosses could text us at any time of the day. I even had to work weekend shifts. Life was really tough and we realized that we were working hard for money and not the other way around. We spend almost all our time on office work instead of with our family and loved ones, or doing things we enjoy like traveling the world. As the years passed by, it became more and more apparent that we are miserable because we realized that our time on this world is finite and we are spending time to do the things we don't enjoy. The thought of only retiring at society's retirement age of 65 years old was dreadful. By that time, our parents would likely no longer be on this earth, so we wouldn't be able to spend more time with them. And our knees would probably be too weak to climb mountains and travel the world. If you have kids, your kids would already be adults by then. You have spent all their growing up years in the office instead.
So we were determined to work hard towards financial freedom, to gain that time freedom to do the things that really matter. We have big dreams to do social causes to help with things like environment conservation and animal welfare. I'm sure you have dreams too. Don't let them stay as dreams and take that first step to make them into a reality. For us, it was US cash flowing rental properties that greatly accelerated our path towards financial freedom. You must be wondering, why US properties of all places and of all asset classes? Well, if you read Robert Kiyosaki's books, Rich Dad, Poor Dad and the Cashflow Quadrant, which all of you should if you haven't, you will understand why. We basically copied Robert Kiyosaki's teachings and whatever he has done. Tried and tested. No need to reinvent the wheel. Robert Kiyosaki's books talk a lot about achieving financial freedom through real estate, but more importantly, it shifts your mindset about how you think about money. As we go through our course today, you will find out why we think US is the best place to scale a cash flowing rental property portfolio. Fast forward to today. We own 18 US cash flowing rental properties. Each house rents for about $1,500 a month, so you can work the math.
This is by no means bragging. We just want to show you that we come from humble families. My dad was just a taxi driver. We had zero background knowledge in finance or real estate. I came from physics major and Tracy was an engineering major.
Yeah, so don't say, oh, I have no money, oh, I have no knowledge in investing, oh, I have no time, because we came from the same place where you are right now. So we just want to show you that you can walk the same path we did as very ordinary people. It requires hard work and determination, we're not gonna lie, but we are here to shorten your learning curve. So make use of our knowledge and take that first step towards your financial freedom. This year, we spent 5 months touring the USA from east to west coast, also traveling with our family for over a month. We are not limited by 18 days of leave a year anymore. We went to places like Yellowstone National Park, Mount Rainier National Park, Olympic National Park, Niagara Falls, Crater Lake, and so many more beautiful places. On top of that, we gained experiences that we would have never without financial freedom. We bought a van and had it retrofit to become a camper van where we could cook, shower, and sleep all inside the van, and we toured all around the US living in it. We always wanted to do this since many years ago. It was such an incredible experience to just sleep and wake up inside a beautiful national park with no hotels, no Airbnbs. Imagine if we had only 18 to 21 days of leave a year like when we were employed. We would only be able to do a road trip like this for a maximum of 2 or 3 weeks a year. There's no way we could cover east to west coast in such a short period of time. Financial freedom buys you time to make your dreams come true. And all this time while traveling, we are still receiving passive income every single month. It's not like taking sabbatical leave where you don't get paid and then you dread going back to work when that long leave is over. With passive income, you don't need to go back to work because you don't need a job anymore. So what we did to make this all possible was to figure out the processes on how to remotely buy US properties, remotely renovate US properties, and remotely manage US properties to collect rent every single month without even leaving our home country. Because there is nobody else that teaches foreigners how to invest in US properties, we had to figure out everything ourselves. During our years of employment, we burned a lot of midnight oil doing a lot of research. Nights and nights of networking with tax accountants, property managers, local agents, contractors, everything. It was a lot of work. Now, before we dive into today's class proper, if you want to take that next step towards owning your first US cash flowing rental property, I do want to share that we have a very, very comprehensive masterclass. We put in a lot of effort to squeeze as much value as we can into that masterclass. It will cover everything from things like the mindset to how to choose where to buy, how to evaluate deals, who you need in your team, what is the remote purchase process, how do you remotely manage your properties, and your exit strategies, and so on and so forth. There are over 100 lessons in our masterclass. If you're interested, you can check it out in the link in the captions below this video. We started this masterclass about 1 year ago, and today we already have over 50 graduates, and in under 12 months, they have already bought a total of 5 cash flowing rental properties in the US. Let's get on to today's free course. In the next few videos, we'll be covering 4 core investing principles that every cash flow property investor must follow. Pay close attention because these principles apply whichever country you want to invest in, even if it's not US. These principles will prevent you from making costly mistakes and losing money. Note that these are also little tidbits from our paid masterclass, so listen to them closely as we're giving them for free here. And of course, if you stick around to the end, we will review what is that powerful strategy that allows us to scale our property portfolio in the US with little to no money down. Before we proceed, I just want to inform you guys that whatever we are sharing is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please do your own due diligence or consult your financial advisor before you make any investment decisions. With that, watch the next video to check out core investment principle number 1 for property investing.